Hi, I'm Professor Stephanie, and I am so glad you are in this course. I've been teaching this course since 2005, yes, and it took me about 5 years before I had enough material to publish a book, and that's the book you're going to be using. There's a book and an activity book. I have been teaching online, let's see, since, for 4 or 5 years. So I'm pretty familiar with the course and how it's set up, and I've tried very hard to make it as easy and convenient for you, okay? Please know that being able to do some hand drawing, communicating visually your ideas is very important in the field. I don't think there's an expectation that you're going to walk away from this class and be a great drawer and be able to draw very complicated things. That's not really the point. The point is that you will need, I'm going to open the door. There's a cat that wants to come in, and that's fine. Anyway, you're going to want to be able to draw a quick drapery treatment drawing or a quick sofa that you can talk about how the pillows are going to be laid out. Communicating visually is critical. So I could say, look, I have a red sofa that I'd like you to buy from me as a designer. But no, you need to see the swatch of the red, color, and you need to see the style and the legs, and all those things visually come into play. So think of this as an opportunity for you to become a good sketcher, okay? And I think it'd be great for you to take this with you. All right? Good. Well, that said, let's talk a little bit about the specific class. I want you to pay attention to the weekly outline, okay? Notice week 1. I have for you a list of the assignments, where they are in the textbook, which, by the way, you want to look at the textbook picture. It shows a finished image, so you can see what it looks like. And then you'll see that there's a sketchbook and drawing pages, and then you will be taking each of those drawings. You'll be taking a snapshot, or better yet, scan it, and you're going to have a slide for each of the drawings you did. You're going to enlarge it as big as you can. You don't need a big title. You don't need any writing. Just put that image as large as you can, and then put it together in that PowerPoint, save it as a PDF, and then post it. So there's homework assignment number 1, which includes all of these drawings, okay? This is a great checklist for you, by the way. You could, physically, I would have this in front of you, and you can check things off, all right? That is going to be very important for you. Also, there's a textbook and a workbook. Right now, the textbook, I have a link for you. It's available as an ebook from Red Shelf, and you get both the textbook and the workbook. That said, you can also go through the bookstore. I am communicating with them around seeing if they can find any hard copies. My publisher is not printing at this point due to things that are happening in our world, and yet it is available as an ebook. I have it myself. They hold it in the Red Shelf. You go to that site and you open it up, and it's there, okay? So if you have any questions about that or problems, the best way to contact me is the email in Canvas, okay? I'm coming from you from Western North Carolina. I worked with Tessa since 2005, and then 4 years ago I moved here and have really enjoyed teaching, continuing to teach. It's a great privilege for me to be with y'all. So just know my email communication is a little tricky. Canvas is the best way for me to get your emails. I get them quickly. I can access them. I work very hard at keeping up with them. So know that I'm very interested in communicating with you. And while I'm on that subject, not only can we email, we can talk to each other on the phone, and guess what? I have Zoom. I have been teaching the local students here Wildflower Journal lessons. I started doing it face-to-face, then we've moved to Zoom. So know that you and I could have a Zoom conversation where you can even show me the drawing you're working on and your confusion, okay? So think of me as a resource. I know there are going to be some questions. I don't anticipate that you know anything or a lot about this at all, Okay, so know that. All right, so also with the assignments, there are 3 types of assignments, and I just want to explain that real quick. There is, let me see if I can do this. There's the sketchbook assignment, which to me is practicing the new skill. So you're starting with 1-point perspective. You're going to do boxes. You're going to do small things. Sketchbook is really how artists use a sketchbook. They practice, okay? Then when you get to a drawing page, this is when you take all the new things you've learned and you put it into a nice drawing. Take your time, you really make it look nice. I want your sketches to be as good as they can too, but just know that I anticipate sketches to be a learning process. The other thing that will happen is that you'll have projects. Projects is the next step, okay? You're going to take your information. Now I'm going to close the door because the dog's barking. Project number 1, there it is on module 4, which is week 4. I have an expectation you're going to take everything you've learned in the last 3 weeks and you're going to put it together, taking your time and really well done. And you'll see that when you look at the points, they're worth more points, okay? So sketchbook pages are not worth as much. Again, practicing. Drawing pages, a little bit more points. Projects, plenty of points, okay? So you can think about that and you'll notice at the end here, there's a combination of what you do each module and then I have the points that you'll be earning, okay? Good. The other really important thing for me is every assignment you turn in, I take time to look at. And I take time to comment. I'm going to use a little blue dot on your PowerPoint, your PDF. Make some comments. Each comment I make, my goal is to help you get better. This is not where it's wrong or, it's like, oh, this needs to change so your perspective drawing could be better. This line weight could be darker because it's an important line. Things like that. So please go back and look at your comments. Questions, email me in Canvas. It could be a simple, I'll just explain to you what I was talking about. It could be something where we want to look at the drawing again. Let's look at the drawing again. I can talk about it. I can relook at things. Remember, I'm looking at a lot of drawings. So, if there's any question, I have an expectation that you will get back in touch with me, okay? Think of me as a coach, all right? If you're an athlete, professional athlete, you probably have a coach, all right, who helps look at what you're doing and give you suggestions. That's what we're talking about here. Yes, I'm a teacher. Yes, you get a grade. It's very difficult to grade these projects, as you can imagine, okay? That said, it's still a skill you want to learn. You're going to start at one level, and I'm going to take you to the next. Okay, that's my goal. All right, don't forget to contact me on Canvas. It's a great way for us to start our communication path. And I look forward to working with you this semester, and I hope you have a great one. Thank you.